Hi, my name is Sam, and I'm a master procrastinator. I've always been a master procrastinator, and when I was reading chapter 4.7 of our textbook about time management techniques, I just knew I had to do something. The time management techniques goes as follows. Monitor your use of time. Clarify your goals, plan your activities using a schedule, protect your prime time, increase your efficiency, and build in some time to relax. So this past week was the last full week of school at RCTC. So to combat my procrastination on a lot of the final stuff I have to do, I thought it would be good to use these tips to just not procrastinate. And in adherence to technique number 2 in the textbook, I clarified my goals. I made a to-do list for everything I needed to do yet in the semester and some, non-school related stuff. So my to-do list goes as follows: history, interpersonal communication, psychology, and graphic design, and the non-school related work. And then I used technique number 3 in the textbook, and then I made a schedule for everything I needed to do for the week. So let's rewind to Monday morning. I wake up at 5:30 because I work at 6 to 9 in the morning. So I'm up at 5:30, After work, I go to Chick-fil-A for chicken minis because my coworker said they were good, but I don't know why I added that. Anyways, I find myself at home at 9:30 with a lot of work to do for the week, but also a lot of TV to watch. So I end up watching Breaking Bad and whatever else I can find on TV. Monday morning, I thought I could bang out a lot of work because I had an appointment I had to drive my mom to at like 1 o'clock or 12:30 in the afternoon, something like that. And I thought, maybe I could just, get all my work done. But before the appointment, I did nothing. I fell asleep, I think, on the couch. And then after the appointment, I watched part of a video for my history, but I wasn't fully paying attention, so I basically didn't do it. And then I went to work, I got home from work, and I didn't do more homework. Already off the bat, Monday, unsuccessful. So that means I have to push work from Monday on to Tuesday, which I just realized I put Thursday down on my sheet. Okay. But anyways, I don't even have any footage from Tuesday because I didn't do anything. So Tuesday's another unsuccessful day, sadly. Then Wednesday, I start heating up because at this point I have a history writing assignment to do. To start and finish. I hadn't even started to this point. Oh gosh, what was I doing this week? What I should have been doing is technique number 4, protecting my prime time. If I would have protected my prime time, like from whenever I wake up to whenever in the afternoon, just to like block off that chunk of time to do, to not procrastinate basically and do my work, I think I would have gotten a lot more work done. But I'm just mainly focused on making the schedule and clarifying my goals. But, it's whatever now. I've learned. So on to Wednesday. It's crunch time now on Wednesday. So I have to finish a writing assignment I have to start and finish a writing assignment that was due that night.
I just got my first class done, but I just completed my last writing assignment for history, and I did the test earlier. I think this is good progress in my anti-procrastination journey.
So starting this week off, the first 3 days I got 1 class's work done when I have 4 classes. Thursday, we're back on crunch time. I have a final paper due. It's basically a final paper due for interpersonal communication. And I underestimated this project because I woke up a little late in the afternoon and I did a little before work, and next thing you know, I get home after work and it's like I'm watching the Timberwolves. Next thing you know, it's 10 o'clock and I was like, whoa, I have 2 hours to write this thing. And so then I end up writing until 2 a.m. Here's where the procrastination brain kicks back in. I'm sitting here writing this and I'm like, it's 11:30. You know what? My teacher usually allows stuff to be turned in late for 25% off your grade. I was like, I got this. So then I'm writing and next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock. And I look at D2L and it's like, nah, you can't turn it in. And this is when I knew I was in trouble. So then I emailed my teacher. Luckily, she was nice enough to let me turn that in. I don't even know if it was at a deduced grade. She just let me turn it in. And yeah, I got that in technically on Friday. So yeah, first 4 days of the week, I got a couple things done. Now we're on Friday. I didn't do anything Friday. I'm not even going to lie.
All right, I'm about to sit down and edit this video all together. It's currently Saturday night. I got the psychology to work on tonight. I finished the graphic design semester reflection form, so that's all good. And then I finished a song that I was working on. So I got just about everything done that I need to do before Sunday. So, I'll take that as a success for the most part.
Most of my hard work was done for the classes except the project I'm doing right now, which has also been negatively affected by my procrastination because I barely recorded any journal for this. So this is like one big journal looking back. So to reflect on this journey I've taken this past week, I can really come to the conclusion that the number one thing to get rid of procrastination is discipline. Because you're not always going to be motivated if you write it down and schedule it. You don't have that motivation as a procrastinator to just sit down and do it. So you just need that discipline to make yourself do it. And so that's overall my biggest reflection and takeaway from this week. This week may have not been a success, but I've taken these lessons I've learned, like forget the video games, forget all this watching Breaking Bad, and next semester I can come back and with this knowledge that I've been given and succeed.